Clarence, how is that competition? We've heard so many about all these competitions. Who's going to be? You got three guys.
Yeah, it's been a friendly competition. You know, we know the quarterback competition is the one that everyone's spotlighted, but these guys have competed all fall camp, and it's been really fun to watch. You know, it's been very interesting. You know, to see the guys go from one guy having a good day, one day, and another guy coming out the next day and having a really good day.
Anybody been, or have they all been just consistently good?
Yeah, they've all been pretty good. You know, this is those guys' third year in the offense, and they have a very good understanding of what we're asking them to do. And then their God-given ability comes in when it comes to giving them the ball.
Probably feel like you can't lose in this situation, right?
It's a good day to be a running backs coach here at Texas A&M.
With the way their styles seem to be a little bit different, do they complement each other real well?
They complement each other real well. You know, like you say, you got different styles, and you can always put a guy out there and do something different with it. You know, it's different expectations from all those guys. We know their strengths, we know their weaknesses, and we try to play to their strengths.
Can they learn from one another?
Oh, definitely. They try to learn from one another, but one thing we try and teach them is to use their weapon. You know, each of them has a special weapon, and we want them to use their weapon and master their craft.
Clarence, is there a 1,000-yard rusher in that group?
It's possible. I don't want to make any predictions, but any one of those guys can be a 1,000-yard rusher.
But can they get enough carries?
We'll find out.
How do you keep, along those lines, how do you keep them all happy?
You know, the good thing about it is they compete with each other, but they all are happy for the other guy's success. So there's no it's a competition, but there's no animosity in the group.
Are their styles really all that much different? I mean, are they absolutely different?
Absolutely different. You know, from a talent standpoint and the things that they do well, it's absolutely different.
Because I guess Carson's more the power guy.
Right. You know, he's not quite as fast as those guys. He's not a guy who's going to make you miss. Brandon Williams, the fast guy. Trey Williams can make you miss. Trey Carson will run through you.
Is it odd that you have running backs that they don't really see? I mean, they have egos, but they're all focused about the team and not really about themselves?
You know, that's a good attribute to have. You know, in our offense especially, you know, everyone has to be unselfish. It's just depending on how the defense is going to play us. You know, you might get a receiver catch 10 balls in the game. The next game he may not catch a ball. You may get a running back who gets 20 carries in the game. The next game he may not get a carry. So you got to be unselfish, and when your opportunity comes, you got to take advantage of it.
Do you think SEC defensive quarters may be sleeping on y'all's running backs?
We hope they are. You know, they're sleeping, and we'll come out and surprise some people.
Coach Sumlin has said that the guys, that maybe it's a good thing that guys don't get as many carries as they used to, because running backs only have so many carries in their lives, whether that's at the college level and then on to the pros. Is that a good thing, too, to spread it out a little more, as opposed to having a workhorse?
You know, as you know, you've seen us play the last couple of years, and we average, you know, 80 to 90 plays. That would be hard on one guy to be able to block, run, you know, catch the ball out of the backfield for that number of plays. So to kind of spread it out and keep a fresh guy in, we think that plays to our advantage.
Do you feel like you need to have a, quote, starter? You know, because they say the quarterback, hey, you got to have a starting quarterback. Could we see somebody different every week?
All three of those guys are starters in my book. You know, you can see a different guy every week. It just depends on the situation.